What's up, everybody? We back with another episode, Brothers in a Pod, episode 3. Your boy Colin.
Got your boy Ryan over here. We got a little different setup today, but it ain't gonna stop the funk of the podcast.
Yeah.
Today we got another guest up here. Got my boy Julian.
Yo, it's your boy Julian.
Introduce yourself, man.
Tell us about who you is. Man.
Yeah.
So my name is Julian Spartman. I'm with First Class Real Estate Flagship on a brand new team called Assets, and I'm a real estate agent, real estate investor. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Colin, you know, we got some things you wanna.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can go ahead and get started for real. My first question for you is,
Look at you, bro.
What you mean?
You starting off wrong, bro.
What I'm doing, bro?
You know, every episode we ask, you know,
How we doing?
how we doing, bro. You slacking, bro.
My bad, bro.
Yeah, bro. Your bad, bro.
Is this a one take Drake kind of thing, or?
Oh yeah, this everything
Yeah,
one take.
yeah,
We don't.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Ain't
Come
no
on,
cuts.
let's roll. Let's roll.
ain't no cuts. Ain't no cuts. All right. How you doing today, Ryan?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Got off work early today. Been here for a good little minute. You know, getting some work done. You know, Sony been teaching me some more things, helping me out. Shout out Sony. What about you, bro?
I'm feeling good today. I had a good day at work. Working from home. So yeah. How you feeling today, Julian?
I'm feeling blessed, man, to be able to be on this podcast and share some of my experiences and knowledge with you guys. Today, my son we went to go check out some daycares and we found one, so that's a blessing. But
Yes,
yeah, I'm
sir.
feeling blessed.
That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. My boy Colin.
All right. So you mentioned that you were in real estate. So I wanted to ask you, what exactly got you into that field of work?
So, I'll try to keep it a little short, but I was going to ODU, and I was going to ODU for business and real estate, but college wasn't my passion. That was somebody else's passion that they wanted for me. And I started off trying to wholesale, which is a whole nother like ball game and different topic, video for another day, right? But I wasn't making any money. I was in college. I was struggling, no money in my pocket. Already didn't want to be there. So what was the next best option, right? So I Googled, how can you make money in real estate without having any money in your pocket, really? And real estate agent came up. So that's really what got me started. Just a Google search, how to get involved in real estate without having a whole lot of knowledge and a whole lot of money.
Okay. Let me ask you, like, what challenges would you say? So how many years have you exactly been within the real estate field?
So in the real estate field, I'd say 2 years because I did start off with the wholesaling, but as a real estate agent, 1 year. And to talk about some of the challenges I faced.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
I mean, marketing, and knowing the right people and being on the right team and in the right age. And when I mean age, I mean like time. So time is very important when it comes to real estate. Are you going with the time, or are you going to fall behind and do it the old way? And who I was with before I switched over to First Class Flagship, I was with a whole nother team, a whole nother company, and they were behind the game. They were behind everything, and that's not beneficial to me because I'm new age. I'm with the new crowd, so everything that I'm trying to do, they're looking down on it, or they don't know what I'm doing and they don't trust it. So that hindered me being able to make money, make deals, meet people, make connections. And so I gave myself 6 months at that brokerage, at that company. I said, look, I got the knowledge. I have some of the mentorship to go with it, but now it's time to make some money. The clock is ticking. I got a son on the way, and if I stay here, I'm not going to prosper how I would be able to prosper. So I interviewed brokerages. I went to them and I asked them, what do you offer agents? What do you offer new agents? And I found a home at First Class Flagship. Shout out Chris A. Williams for, bringing me under his wing and allowing me to be myself, and just showing me how to do business the right way, but also the new way. So yeah.
Yeah, I love the fact that what you mentioned that you necessarily went about interviewing them. You didn't necessarily wait for that to come to you. It's
Right.
like you more so took advantage of your time and you necessarily got ahead of the game in that sense.
Right.
He sees the moment for himself.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah,
And to talk about that just a little bit more, that's with anybody. I mean, if you have a high value skill, you have certifications, you have a license in it, people shouldn't be interviewing you. You should be interviewing them. What are you offering me? I did the work to get to this point, to get this license, this certification. What are you offering me to be able to come and work for you and help your business prosper as well? So it's a give and take with this.
yeah. So let me ask you, like, in that field, how do you exactly go about setting goals for yourself? Like, do you set goals like for the year or do you set it for like a certain month? How does that necessarily work?
It's difficult because real estate is a ever evolving beast, right? You have good days, you have bad days, and sometimes you have both on the same day, right? So how I go about setting goals is based off of my work ethic. How hard am I going to work this week so I can get something under contract, or how hard am I going to work this week to find the right deal for my investors? And so this week I gave myself a goal of, I need to get at least 2 investor deals under contract. Now I always shoot high just in case if I fall low, I still gain something. I still earn something. You know what I mean? So I shot for 2. It's about to be Tuesday, so hopefully I can. What today is it?
Yeah, today Tuesday, yeah.
Today is Tuesday, so it's going to be Wednesday soon. So I need to, I need to get the hell up and get to work again.
Yeah.
But I go by my goals. I shoot high. People say be realistic, but if you're too realistic, you sell yourself short. You might be really blessed and go really hard and meet that high expectation that everyone said, well, that wasn't realistic. So I say, F realistic stuff. What do you want to do? What do you want to gain? You know what I mean? What do you want to conquer? So I shoot, maybe above realistic, but if I fall short of that, I still won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I go about my goals.
Yeah. You mentioned investor deals. Can you, for the people in which necessarily don't know, can you elaborate exactly on what that is?
So an investor deal is something that, for example, if you come to me and say, hey, Julian, I got $20,000. I want to get some real estate and I want to either flip it, which means I'm going to put some money into it. I'm going to do some work on it, and I'm going to flip it for what it's actually worth. So your goal would to be get something under what it's worth, right? So if something's worth $250,000, you want to get as under $250,000 as possible. You know what I mean? And so my job is to go out there and look for those deals. Okay, this house is, they're selling for $300,000, but it's really worth $350.
Right.
Let's see if we can get it for $275, $250, depending on how the numbers work. And that's a whole nother conversation talking about the numbers game. It really is, but that's how you really want to go about it. And there's things called flips, and then you buy and hold. So buy and hold is basically, I'm going to buy a property, I'm going to fix it up a little bit, and then I'm going to rent it out to somebody. And I'm holding on to that property for a period of time until it appreciates in value, and then I'm going to just sell that property with the tenant, with the renter in there, and now they made, however much money, but I made a lot of my money back. So,
Okay. Ryan, you got any questions?
Yeah, I got a couple. You was steaming the mic, but I'll let you get your shit off, bro. But no, Ju, like, so in your field, I know like everybody has like those battles or whatever. So like, how was your mental? When you first started, because I know like when you first started, like it wasn't jumping off rip. Like when you know as an agent, like talk about like that mental battle you had with yourself. To keep pushing, to keep striving, to get to the point where you at now.
So, I went through a lot. 2023, it was a very rough year, and that's my first year really being a real estate agent, right? It's really keeping a poker face. You got to know what you're in it for. People that are in it just for the money, they do not survive. They do not last long. But people that are in it for the right reasons, for example, my family, my son at home, he's counting on me to go out there every day and try to sell a house, try to help somebody buy a house. So I owe it all to him and then myself to give it my all, right? And mentally, I was a little depressed. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard because you have things called dues, right? So dues is basically you pay those quarterly. I think it's about $284 that you got to pay every 3 months, and whether you're making a deal or not, you have to pay those dues. So imagine going 6 months. First of all, you have your fees up front, which is about $1,000 up front. That's including the class and the test that you have to pay for, and just getting started. And then you have on top of that your dues. I mean, just imagine going 6 months and something that you're very passionate about, that you're posting about, that you're educating people about, that you're showing people houses, and you're not making any money. It was hard to keep going because you have not only my son about to be in this world, but also my girl at home. She's trusting in me. She's investing her time in me, and trusting me to go out there and take my dreams seriously. So it was a lot on my shoulders. It was a lot of pressure. It was a lot of mental battles. Like, do I want to quit, or am I gonna wake up and go again? Am I gonna DM some more people? Am I going to reach out to some more people? And you know what I mean? And that's when it started clicking. Like, I need to switch it up. This place is hindering me from being myself. So that's when I switched the game, and I interviewed a couple of brokerages, and I found a home where I was, where I'm at currently. So it's I was depressed. I mean, just to put it plain as possible, I was depressed. Yeah. It was rough. Yeah.
Like, in a sense, I get where you're coming from. Like you said, you had that talk with yourself about, did you want to quit or did you want to keep going? Like, I figured I'm a photographer, in that nature. And it was plenty of times I felt the same way. I was like, I wasn't getting nowhere. And I thought about joining the military forever. I was like, yo, like, I ain't getting no traction with this camera. So it's like, I'm about to find something else. But, I picked it back up. I kept going. I kept trying.
Yeah.
I finally was getting somewhere. Like, I don't know if I told you, like I tell myself every day, bro, like, I'm just thankful for you connecting me with Sony. Because if it wasn't for that, I would not be in this studio right now.
100%.
And like, just that one connection, that one talk, it just lit a fire in me, bro. It got me want to keep going. So, anytime that come across my mind, bro, I always think of you, and I just tell you thank you for that, bro.
Hey, yo. No.
Come on, bro.
Nah, man. You know it's love. It's love, man. I see how passionate you were and you are about your photography stuff. I mean, remember when we almost went to business together, and then it got shot down so quick.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say why. Shout out my mom's, but
it be like that. It be like that, bro.
I love it to death, but it was during that COVID time, and it wasn't feasible. But I knew how much it meant to you, so I'm like, man, if anything, this guy right here is gonna be able to get him going in the right direction with me and the right people, being in the right space. So that's why I did it. It was nothing like, when he gets here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask him for this. It was like strictly off of, I know he love this stuff, and this is who he needs to be around.
Yeah, that's dope.
I feel that. I love that for you. I love that for you. I appreciate you. I love you for that, bro.
I love you too, man.
No, but Colin, what about you though, bro? Like, you ever had those tough battles with yourself? You thought about just quitting?
Yeah, all the time. I mean, I feel like it's just more so like Julian, what you were saying. It's really just a determining factor of you necessarily having that conversation with yourself, because it's like, I feel like when you start necessarily thinking like that, when you start thinking like about quitting, you never know. Like, that may be the time in which something may, you know what I'm saying, like may hit for you. Exactly. So it's like, you got to stick with it.
Exactly. And to talk about it a little bit more, I don't know how close you guys are, with God, but it's like God puts you through certain situations when you're going after your dreams to see how bad do you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, he's either going to send you business and it's not going to be good business, or he's going to not send you anything at all, just to see like how are you going to react.
Yeah.
Are you going to blame him? Are you going to quit? Are you going to just go on to the next thing? Or are you going to stand your ground? You're going to say, no, my God, I know this is for me. I know this is a test. I'm going to keep going. I was paying dues with my last money, my girl's money, her last. While paying, I've been on my mama house for like 3 years. So rent, phone bill, all that, I was paying myself. Imagine shoving out $300 and you don't even got it for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's your relationship with God. How He wants to see how bad you want it, and now I take that with me everywhere I go. Whatever challenge I go run into, He's just trying to see, how, I just want to see how bad you want it. How hard are you willing to work, and how much are you going to talk to me and pray to me? You know what I mean? And I mean, my relationship has just gotten so much stronger. But yeah,
No, I feel that because like other day I was telling David, I was like, bro, like I used to cry for opportunities like this. Like I used to pray like night and day, like hoping I just get that one text or that one phone call, like just to give me an opportunity. And like you said, like your relationship with God is like sometimes, I feel like He'll also test you, when you're scared. And I always been told, do it while you're scared.
Yep.
Like don't let that fear hold you back. Like face that fear and keep going. Like use that fear as like motivation to keep going.
yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a question for you. How was that first deal in which you made? Like when you your first one? Do you remember that?
Man, I'm getting emotional, bro, because
Yeah. Let them tears fall, bro.
Man,
We men here, bro. We men here, bro.
dude, he serenaded me. No,
Come on, bro.
no, I gotta clown you, bro. But I mean, that first deal, I cried because it took a lot to get to that point. I had a lot of people looking at me, family, friends, social media, like, he's posting a lot, he's doing a lot, but he hasn't sold anything. I have people ask me, have you sold anything yet? And I used to think of it as the most like disrespectful question to ask, but then I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm not trying to curse, but F it, you know what I mean? Like F the questions. Like not what I used to say when someone asked me, have you sold anything yet? Or how many homes have you sold? I used to say not enough. And I still say it. Not enough. Whether you at 0, 1, 2, or 3, not enough. But that first deal, I cried, and I it's hard kind of talking about it because I needed that deal. I needed the money, really. I mean, just put it out there. My son, my girl, she stopped working. Obviously, I didn't want her to work because she had just had my son, and when that deal closed, I think it was like October 18th, somewhere around there. My son was born October 27th. My girl stopped working maybe a week before that. So that money was crucial in order for us to survive.
Yeah.
Honestly, just survive, not even be better than where we was. You know what I mean? So it meant a lot to me, and shout out my clients that allow me to represent them. I'm not gonna say their name, but they know who they are. I love you guys. They're like family now. But it proved to myself that I can do this. I'm like, okay, number one, all right, I can do this. What's next? And two, I proved to everybody who was doubting, because there are doubters. Whether you recognize them or you choose to ignore them, there are doubters, and you know who they are.
Yeah.
And that was like I'm doing it now. So you can't say nothing.
Yeah.
I did it, and I'm gonna do it again, and I did it again, and I'm doing it some more. So now it's like, oh yeah, we proud of you. I bet.
Yeah, you talking that talk.
Straight like that.
It really it really be like that sometimes, where it's like once you silence the doubters, it's like that fire is lit, bro. It's like you got all the motivation in the world, bro. It's like you like a train, bro. Like you just can't be stopped, bro.
Yeah. And that's the key. You have to be a train. When you get that first deal or that first booking for your photo shoot, you know what I mean? You have to be a train because when you get it, you do it, you get paid from it, whatever. Okay, how can I maximize this opportunity, right? How can I use this to my advantage to get that next booking, get that next deal done, sell that next house, whatever it may be. What I have to be a trainer. I have to keep that momentum going, and I have to stay in front of these people's face because I don't want them to think for 1 second that I'm done at all.
Yeah.
No, I respect that, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like when I seen you like post your first when you close on your first deal, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had like the biggest grin on my face, bro. I was like from cheek to cheek, bro. So, like, bro, you have been talking about it for so long. I said, bro, he finally got his first one, bro. Like, I was just like entirely too happy for you, bro.
I appreciate that, man. That
No, when you was like it was too hard to talk about. Like, bro, like talk about that, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was a proud moment for you,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Yeah.
Like
when you was at your lowest, it worked out for you in the end, bro.
Yeah. And
Like-
I was, down to my last, and
like
yeah.
You worked for that,
yeah,
bro.
I was just about
You
to
worked
say
for
that. I was
that,
gonna
bro.
say like that's your moment, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got yourself to that point with the help, you know what I'm saying, of your loved ones, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, the people which were supporting you. Like, don't never let nobody like try to take that from you or anything like that.
Yeah, ever since that first deal, this is joke going around talking about standing on business, right?
Yeah.
But people who never really stood up for themselves, and then they finally did, and they did something for themselves.
Yeah.
They know what that means. Like, I've been standing on business ever since that first deal. You can't tell me what to do. You can't talk to me any kind of way because it's not happening. Like, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of now. And, shout out to, again, my girl at home who's been my number one fan through everything we've been through.
Yeah, in fact,
She-
shout out to her,
and-
bro.
And only she knows. So shout out to her for just trusting me. I always give my first deal to her, and because it would never be possible if she didn't pay my dues that 1 month, or she didn't say, "Hey, you need to get up and go make some calls or get on your laptop." It would have never been possible.
That's love, bro. That's real love.
No cap. No, also shout out to her, bro, for holding you down like during your lowest. Cause like most
They're not doing that.
yeah, they're not doing it. They'll see it ain't working out. They'll up and leave. But shout out to her for holding you down,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Yeah.
real.
When I was, and then we can go to the next question. But when I was studying, I wasn't working. My shorty was paying the bills. And shout out to all the dudes out there that's gonna watch this video. Don't go for the one that's out and about. Oh, I need a man to do this. I need a man to do that. Look for the one that's doing something for themselves off rip. Go find her. Show her what you doing, because you need men and women. We need somebody to hold us up. We need a rock.
Yeah.
Because us as men, we can't stay solidified all the time. Sometimes we fall.
Yeah.
To have that kind of woman at home, say, you know what, babe, don't worry about it. I trust you. I love you. I support you. Do what you gotta do. You do it the best to your ability, and I'm gonna take care of the rest. And that's what she did.
Hey, Juice spitting.
Facts.
Stand on business.
He got that old head wisdom, bro. That old head knowledge, bro.
That tank wisdom.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. But yeah, you got any questions for us?
Yeah. So, how do you guys feel about, starting a podcast? I've seen, the first couple episodes. I know it's not easy trying to come up with, questions and stuff. So how do you guys feel about it?
Go ahead, Ryan.
Well, for real, like I told you on the way here, like me and Colin, we come up with ideas. Like we got like a group note, like a note tab. We go in there, put ideas in there and stuff, and we just add to whenever we got ideas. And as far as like the questions, we don't write down questions, bro. It's just everything is just off the top.
Yeah,
like it just flows smooth. Like
Yeah, everything has been from episode 1 up until this episode. Everything has really just been like a steady like flow of natural conversation. And that's something, you know what I'm saying, like in which I love about it myself
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't seem like it's forced or anything like that. It
Right.
just feels natural.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the basis, like when we started this, it was just like want to treat it as like the guys just talking on camera, like regular conversation. Like we're not trying to be fake enlightened. We're not trying to be, fake positive. Like we just being ourselves up here. Like we just having like normal conversation, just letting it flow smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
So I got another question. So what are some of the things that you've heard? Because I know since you guys started, probably had a little bit of pushback. What does that look like?
If I'm being honest, I mean, I don't feel like, from on my end, you know what I'm saying, I don't necessarily feel as though with that first episode, you know what I'm saying, it just seemed people were more so, you know what I'm saying, people in which I'm close to were more so saying we need to more so have like come in advance with topics to talk about. Like that's just more so something which has been said. But everything else, has relatively been very good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Ron?
yeah, like everything I've heard like since episode 1, everything has just been, just try to have topics beforehand. But everything I've heard, like, it's just been good. Like,
Okay.
it's just been like, they love the podcast. They love that it's different. We're doing something different. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people out there hating. I mean, if they are, we haven't heard it.
Yeah.
I mean, keep
It
it
don't
to yourself.
even
Like,
matter.
Yeah.
I mean, even if y'all are gonna say something that ain't gonna bother us, we still gonna do this regardless. So,
Yeah.
Right.
but other than that, no, we've been getting good reviews. So,
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's a blessing to hear, man. I'm very proud of y'all. So,
appreciate that, bro.
y'all got anything else for me though? I
Facts,
got
Colin.
more in the tank. Trust me.
You got anything? You got anything, Ron?
Nah, Colin, you got anything?
I just asked you.
hey, I said no. Make sure you don't got nothing.
Yeah,
man.
bro. I really don't got nothing for you. I feel like, it was pretty dope for you to come on and for you to go about, you know what I'm saying, introducing people in which may not necessarily know certain facts about real estate and you telling your story. I feel like that's definitely dope.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll share one more thing. And this is for, I don't know who listens to this podcast, right? But I hope this finds the right individual for that 18, 17-year-old that's not sure if they want to go to college. I mean, I say this on my TikTok, I put this on my story all the time. If you know what I mean, if you're not sure where you want to go and what you want to do, but you have a passion for something, chase that passion. Go do it. Whether it's real estate, photography, you playing football, art, whatever you want to do. Do not listen to anybody else because at the end of the day, you're going to be miserable and you're going to find yourself back to your passion. So why not give your passion that first try? Why not make that your plan A?
No, I feel that I could speak on that a little bit. Like I told my mom, to my friends a couple of times, like I quit photography like a good amount of times. Like I done wiped my page so many times. I was like, bro, I'm done with this. But at the end of it, I always find myself picking that camera back up. Like that's when I realized like this is really my true passion. Like I'm gonna always find a way back to it. So like you said, find your passion. Chase it. Stick to it.
And don't be scared to hear what people say or to what people will say. I'll be up front. I dropped out of college. I joined the military. Around COVID time, I'm in the Army Reserves, and then came back. I did college for maybe like a year, not even a year, a semester. I felt really depressed. I wasn't happy. I dropped out again, and I started doing something that I felt that I would really love, and I do love it, and that was real estate. So I say, parents, teachers, they're always going to push something onto you. Oh, you seem good at, you go to college or, do this, do that. Do what you want because at the end of the day, you're the person when you're 23, 24, 25, whatever, you're going to be the person waking up, doing whatever you chose to do. Do you want to be happy? It's not even about money. Do you want to be happy? Yes or no?
That's some food. That's some food.
Oh, shut up, bro.
That's some food for thought right there, bro.
All right, bro. Man.
But yeah, man. Episode 3. Jude, why don't you go about telling everybody in which we're on your social media platforms in which they can follow you at?
Julian Sparkman RE on Instagram. That's my main social media. I'm on TikTok as well under a different. I got like 2 accounts on there. But follow me on Instagram, y'all. I share a lot of real estate stuff, but also I keep it 100% real. I don't sugarcoat anything. If something's on my mind, I put it on there. I try to keep out of the politicals and stuff like that. But you want to follow somebody real, you want to connect with somebody real, you want to pick somebody's brain, ask them questions, or get connected with individuals. I have a lot of contacts, a lot of good contacts, whether it's, like I said, real estate, photography, even, having car rentals. I just met somebody today who is in tech. He has rental properties and he has a trucking business that he owns 2 trucks and has people like rent the trucks and they drive for him. And that's 3 businesses that he got. You know what I mean? He's in tech too. So it's like, whoever, just come to my Instagram if you want to meet these people. If you want to, put you on, just be ready to work, be passionate about what you want to do, and be 100% with yourself. And I'll work with you. But yeah, Julian Sparkman RE Instagram.
He for real, y'all. Drew got all the connects, man. Like I told y'all, this wouldn't happen without him, bro. So.
Plug talk.
But y'all, that was episode 3. The cameraman signing off.
Colin.
Julian Sparkman.